Holy shit.
Welcome to 5 Beers In. I'm your host, Aaron Tebay, a.k.a. Prince of Eden. This is my co-host, B-List, number 2 host, Connor Willey, a.k.a. Willie Goat.
What the fuck? I am Connor Willey, also known as Willie Goat on social medias. This is 5 Beers In. This is something that Aaron and I are really excited about. This is the intro episode. This is just going to be getting to know us. We're going to have some really cool guests on this show, some people that we're close to, some people that we'll be just meeting for the first time, some entertainers, some comedians, some musicians. Every episode, the idea is that we get 5 beers in with each other, with the guests. The first beer we chug, I'm awful at chugging, so I'm going to suck at it, but usually it would be 5 beers in. Usually our goal is 5 beers in. Today we're going to do a 6th beer. We're going to do 6 beers in. This is bonus content for you dorks. You're welcome. Today, Fat Tire Ale, the first beer on every pod, or the first whatever alcoholic beverage they do will be like a shot. They'll slam it, whatever, we'll chug. And then after that, the idea is that every, I don't know, couple of minutes, you got to be finishing your beer.
This one's a first chug. Are you okay?
I don't know what happened. Or are my eyes watering? Your eyes are watering real bad. Dude, I don't know what happened, but at the end of that beer,
It almost came up?
dude, something happened to my stomach.
Me too.
Why are we doing this? Why did we commit to
Did you want to just chug all of them?
what? I'm in pain. I'm not feeling well.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think you could finish it right now?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to do it.
I'm going to bust my next one open.
Are you really?
Yeah. Who was the first person you saw that was like, that made you laugh? And you thought, I would love to make other people laugh like this guy just made me laugh.
Holy fuck. Christ. Dude, I drink beer. I've never been hit like this by a single beer before.
Do you want a hug?
I'm like sweating right now. I don't know what just happened to me.
You better fucking finish this. You're good, man.
All right, thanks, man. The first person that I ever saw that I idolized, I think, that I was like, whoa, that's so cool to be able to like command a room and get so many people on board with like your thoughts and opinions. Like not even just making someone laugh, because like comedy is definitely about making people laugh. Like obviously that's the goal, but there is like this side to comedy that's like, it's also kind of like an art of persuasion and coming at a situation from an angle that like maybe most people wouldn't think of, and then trying to like get a whole room of people to be like, oh, I didn't think of it like that. Like I'm on board with that now.
Yeah.
And I think the first guy that ever did that for me was probably Tom Segura.
So was that like a turning point for you? Did you always know you wanted to make people feel good and like laugh?
No, I thought I was going to be in the NBA. Which is funny if you know me because I'm 5'6" and
Caucasian.
Yeah. Yes.
The fun thing, I don't know anything about sports, but the fun thing about watching NBA's, without fail, there's always one white guy that's like pretty decent on each team. Right?
Everyone always pulls for him. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's like
it's like a funny thing. It's like always. There's always one, right?
There's like 10 really good white guys in the entire league.
Yeah, and they're well dispersed.
Yeah.
They're not all
they're not all on the same team. Yeah. If one team had all 10 good white guys, everyone would look at the owner and they'd be like, what's going on here? Yeah. What's going on with this guy?
Yeah.
No, I didn't think I wanted to do comedy. I originally wanted to be an athlete. That was my first word was ball.
No way.
Sports guy, yeah.
I sure it wasn't balls? Just kidding. Oh, you're beerless.
Oh, fuck.
That means I have to beat the shit out of you.
My first love was basketball. I remember this is going to be a deep cut. I haven't told this story. I don't know if you know this story. I haven't told this story to a lot of people. When I was a boy, when I was a wee lad, I used to go out in my front yard and like practice basketball like every day for hours. I would come home from basketball practice and go shoot in my front yard. Like I was so dedicated.
Yeah.
And that's because I was like this height and this size when I was like 12.
Yeah.
So I fucking dominated basketball when I was younger. I had an entire basketball league made up in my head.
What do you mean by that?
I had a full 15-man roster.
Okay.
For all 32 NBA teams, just committed to memory. I made up every player in my imagination. So you know how one team would have like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook and Serge, like that was like the Oklahoma City Thunder a while ago?
Yeah.
Instead, it was like Tyler Adams and like.
Is that a made up name?
Yeah, it was just names I had picked. Like I just threw a name.
Oh, wow.
I made up people, and then I was Connor Willey in the NBA, and I would go into my front yard and I would play hours of imaginary games
by yourself.
By myself. Like I'd be like, the clock's at 10, 9.
Wow.
Connor Willey dribbles around, you know.
Would you actually mumble that to yourself too while you're doing it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or would you keep it in your head?
No. I would say it out loud sometimes.
No way.
This is the part that's embarrassing.
Oh man.
I did this until I was like 13.
13's not bad. I thought you were going to say
really?
Like 15.
Oh no, okay. No, I did it until like freshman year of high school, and I was like, I gotta stop playing imaginary NBA with myself in my own head.
Damn that thought.
I know, dude.
Never stop thinking.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
It
I
was
did not
weird.
know that.
Yeah,
I
it
had
was
no
weird.
idea.
I'm sure my neighbors would look out and they'd be like, "Boy's out there talking to himself again."
Yeah.
Thought
Did
I
you
was-
write them down too?
You know what? When I got older and I had access to video games, I created most of them in a video game.
Oh, okay.
I put them all
2K?
in teams. Yeah, in 2K. Do you remember being able to just play days worth
Yeah,
of
you
video
dedicate
games?
your time to video games. Yeah.
Like when you just played 4 days of video games in
For
a row
sure.
and you just didn't shower. Like you'd start at 2 p.m. and you wouldn't finish until 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And you'd just smell like Funyuns every day for like an entire spring break. I was just like in a gaming chair like, now this guy, 6'4" point guard.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, this guy.
I was just like, my mom would like open the door and she'd be like, it smells in here. Like
Yeah.
you have smelled up the entire room.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I got to make my imagination.
I remember that room that you were in.
Yeah.
The classic like summer day. The AC doesn't quite hit that room
Yeah,
correctly.
it didn't work that
so you
well.
open the room and it's like
It's
the
kinda
smell
hot.
of like a young boy that's been like going ham on video games for like
Dude,
6 hours.
That's how I spent like
kinda hot.
half of a summer.
Yeah.
An entire. If I got sick, dude,
Yeah.
God forbid I got
Oh, yeah, I
sick.
used to love getting sick.
You still do. You
Yeah.
still say you're like, I just like have the game saved in case I get sick.
Yeah.
1 week I could just put in like 72 hours.
For real.
It's
Oh,
honestly, it is
amazing.
so sick.
Yeah.
There is something kind of freeing of being like, I'm sick. I'm allowed to just be a piece of shit.
Yeah, dude. There's something about like just grinding a video game that's like meditative.
Yeah.
Because you're not in the real world
Yeah.
anymore. You forget about everything
For
that's
sure.
wronged you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You
All
get
you
to
care about
zone
is
in.
like upgrading this sword.
armor. yeah. I have this bad thing where I feel really guilty when I'm not like active all the time. If I'm
You're not grinding, grind culture.
Yeah, dude.
We
like,
had the conversation about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not like on the move 24/7,
Yeah.
I feel guilt.
Mm.
Like I'm like failing. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to. Like I'm not putting in enough. So when I get sick, it's the only time in my life I can allow myself to
That's
just
what
rest.
that's what I'm saying. It's a
Yeah.
reason. It's
Yeah,
a
you get
reason
to
do that.
you get to just be a piece of shit for a little
Yes.
bit, and it's
Yeah.
kind of the
it's
best.
a forceful rest.
Yeah. But anyway, we played soccer
Wow.
together. We won state and CIF. Not to flex hard as fuck on you.
Yeah, we
nerds.
can jump into that real quick. I was homeschooled in 8th grade. Half of 8th grade. second half of
Dork.
8th grade. I was a weird fuck. I pulled up homeschooled.
You had
looking.
the mohawk.
Yes,
You had
I
the-
pulled up
you had the-
weird.
You had the full spiky mohawk.
Yeah,
it
like
was
gelled up,
yeah,
hair
like,
sprayed up,
yeah,
dyed platinum blonde.
Yeah.
We'll put a picture of that right here.
It was low-key fire. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, we just started like appreciating each other's probably skill.
Yeah,
first.
I think the first thing was that we just dominated. We were just
and we're like,
you were
damn, this guy's not bad.
a
And then
6'2" freshman.
yeah,
My height wasn't big, but I was already like built.
yeah,
And I was like, I hit puberty really early, so
yeah.
we were like, we didn't look like freshmen.
Yeah.
People thought we were like juniors. They snuck onto the team.
Hopefully, I can find some footage of us playing. Like maybe you
we
sending me
have
the ball
photos.
through.
We for
Yeah,
sure
I'll
have
put it
photos.
on the screen right now.
Yeah.
but I'm taking my shoes off.
That's okay. I'm wearing chanclas, dude. I'm rocking the dogs out. You like that flexibility, dude?
Yeah, that was great.
I'm a flexible guy. It's because my legs are real
You look
short.
like a flexible guy.
I don't think I like that. I don't think I like
You look like you'd be flexible.
It's because my legs are short. Like I can touch my toes really well, and everyone's always like, "You're so flexible," but it's because my toes are not really far away from
think
my upper body.
Okay, answer me this. Ready?
Okay.
Could you ever be on one of those Jubilee videos where it's like rate your 1 through 7? Somebody like puts people like in line.
Am I the?
No, you're in the 7.
I'm in the 7.
Yeah. It's like rate them on
Yeah.
how fucking funny they are or something, and you have like 30 seconds to make some girl laugh. Would you ever do that?
Yeah,
You would.
I would do that.
So that's fine.
Yeah, I think I would do that.
Okay.
I would do that just for the story of saying I did it. Like I would do that just to be like, oh, I did
I
this
probably
thing.
would too.
But I don't know.
fuck.
I don't know if I would do well. I don't know if I'd succeed, but I would do it. Maybe here's a look into my psyche. I would much rather be the person that's doing the rating.
Really?
Yeah. I like to give my opinion. I think that maybe that's one of the reasons I've gotten into comedy. I like ranking things.
Yeah. What's your rank so far? Take a swig.
Dude, can I be honest with you? That chug ruined my opinion of beer for
I actually really
10
like
minutes.
these. Oh,
They're
really?
not bad. They're a very like standard beer.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 7.5.
I'd go with like a 5 or a 6, but not as an insult. See, my ranking system, 5 is just average. 5 is neither good nor bad.
Gotcha. It just goes against the like American education grading system. 'Cause
Well-
think about it. 66.
Yeah.
Is like
Is like
you're
failing.
fucking
I know.
stupid.
That's why, dude. I think
Yeah.
we have it backwards with rating systems.
Really?
Because I've seen people be like, "Oh, this is all right. I'd give it like a 7," and I'm like, "No, a 7's like pretty well above average."
Right? No, but think about it. If
But
you
I
get a
guess it's
C
the
on your
American
test,
grading
a
system.
C is a
You're right.
75.
Yeah.
That's average.
I guess it is because
7.5 is average.
No, that's true.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like if that just do 1 out of 5, then 3 is so clearly average.
Right. That's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my God.
What?
6 is gonna be hard.
Oh, you think?
It's gonna be fun, but it's gonna be hard.
I'm actually already feeling it. I'm not
That's
gonna
what
lie.
I'm saying.
I'm
That's
starting
what I
to
said.
sweat a little bit.
Let's
Do some breath work together.
Can you see our
touch and do breath
crotches?
Only Connor's pants tent.
Okay. Let's hold each other's testicles.
Is my penis showing? One time I was at a restaurant and my mom saw that bump on my pants and she like hit it.
Shut up.
And I was like, what if that was my dick? And she's like, no, your pants were just sitting weird. And I was like, no, but what if that was my penis?
I have your mom's phone number, right? Just kidding, dude.
Yes. What did you just say? You want to
show the fucking camera your butt cheeks. He gets it from his mother. We can't put that in.
No, we're leaving that in.
Okay.
And I'm going to show my mom that you just said that right now.
She'll love me.
My family is caked up. The Willies are known for having some badonks.
Yeah. Stand up.
Have we gotten to that? We're 2 beers in and I'm already showing ass. All right.
Oh my God. Look at that thing. On camera, does it look okay?
I'm sorry, I'm distracted.
This 6 is going to be rough.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I love
Really?
where we're at. I love who we are.
Really?
I love who you've become.
What do you love about me? Guys,
It
it's
just
about
cuts
me.
to us going like this, like forehead to forehead. I love the way you
After 2 beers, we're already like drooling and we're like,
Yeah.
I've never loved anybody
Dude,
more.
we like fucking scrape off the top of this. I lay flat. You're fucking riding me. I just fucking love the way you talk to me.
Whoa. Whoa. People are going to need to be drunk to think this is even funny.
I just love the way you listen. I love it when you listen to me.
We might have to cut that.
All right, ask me a question.
Give me your cock. I have so much spit going on today. I'm salivating more than normal today. I don't know what's going on with me.
I look a little better than usual.
Actually, you do. You
Really?
You're doing good right now.
Thank you so
You know what
much.
it is? You just white and tan are so your colors.
Really?
Yeah, you so
Yeah.
rock white and tan.
Dude, for a couple years, that's all.
That's all
That's
you
my
wore.
entire
Yeah, you, like,
wardrobe.
didn't have anything
I'm
else.
only now branching out to like a little more like vibrant
Yeah.
colors.
No, he's actually pissing me off. He's actually getting me angry. I'd see you walk out in white and tan. I'd be like, take that off.
I'm gonna have to beat the shit out of you.
What's the happiest moment of your life?
Okay, this is such a fun question. It's the thing. So there's 2 answers. There's always going to be 2 answers. There's always going to be 2 answers. The first one is the first thing your brain went to, whether it's the happiest or not.
I agree with
And the
that.
second one is the genuine happiest. First moment is I was playing soccer when I was 10 or 11, and I was playing defender, center back. Literally the last minute of the game, there was a corner kick. It was tied 1-1. I'm like, dude, imagine if I just like tucked this away with my head. I went up for the corner because I'm this absolute tower.
You're a fucking tree.
It's so funny, the old pictures of
How
like,
tall? What age were you in this scenario?
probably 11. I was
How
11.
tall were you at
I
the
was
time?
shit. You know, probably 5'10".
That's unreal.
5'10" is 11, and then like 5'11" at 12,
Yeah.
and then literally like knees aching in pain because of the growth spurt. Jumped to 6'3" when I was 13, and then when I was 16, I just did 1 more inch, and then 6'4" is where I capped out.
You know what's a cruel joke is I also had growing pains, and then I stopped at 5'6". What the fuck is that about?
Where were they? Where were in your
My
knees?
heels.
Your
My heels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
there was
your
a name
Achilles
for it.
or in your heel?
No, in the like little base of my heel.
Yeah. So first one to dumb it down, because I kind of jumped around, is I scored a game-winning goal with my head on a corner as a defender. My parents bought me Starbucks after.
Let's
It was
go.
like a fun thing. You know what I mean? Like you're a kid.
Yes.
They're like, you want a cake pop?
dude.
For you just won. You got this gold medal. You want a cake pop too?
Being the man in a game as a child and then
Yeah.
getting rewarded after by your parents.
Yeah.
Arguably
It's crazy,
top
yeah.
5 feeling all
I'm
time.
so excited to be a dad one day and just be able to do that
Same.
for my kid. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. That is a top 5 feeling all time. Just like dominating children. Well,
Okay. This is over. Say it again. Say it. No, say it. Actually, say it.
just like dominating children.
We'll be right back.
As a child.
Yeah.
Dominating other children when you're also
As
a child.
Yeah. It's always so fun when they're like,
Yeah, and they give you
hey,
a
I'll
little.
give you $5 per goal.
Yeah, dude.
Or like even $1 because you
Yeah.
know money means so much to you.
Fuck yeah.
Little
yeah,
amount.
$15 is so sick. When
You're doing the math too. You're like, dude, a Reese's Pieces at the fucking
Yeah.
dollar. You know, I can get 6 of those.
Dude, when you're 8, $20 is a fortune.
Oh my God, $20.
Like, do you remember you're like 9
you could buy a house with $20
easily.
if you're 8 years
Do you remember
old.
being
Yeah.
like 10 and so you got like a
Yeah.
$50 bill for your birthday and you're like, okay, so I literally am the same guy as the guy that owns Apple.
yeah.
Like, I'm literally a
Yeah.
billionaire
Did
now.
you ever hear like one of your friends say like, yeah, I got some money saved up. I got like $50.
Yeah.
We're like, no, you don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
But genuine happiest moment of my life, not to get sentimental or sad or goopy or ooshy-gooshy for a second.
Be all those things.
My father, my blood dad, had a prostate cancer in 2012.
Yeah.
And it was right when I was like, I was literally 12 years old. It was right when I was becoming like, kind of like manly. And I was like,
sure,
I shouldn't be crying right now. Like, I was literally worried because he had surgery the next day to like get his prostate removed. But then obviously they have to say there's like a slight, tiny chance that he won't make it. And I was like, what the fuck? My dad's gone tomorrow? And so I went and I like slept with him that night. I was like, Dad, I'm sorry. Like, I'm like, I can't sleep right now. Like, I just feel so like, if you fucking die tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, you're 12 years old. You're struggling with your manhood. You're like, I'm a bitch.
Yeah. Like, why I'm not supposed to be cuddling with my dad and crying right now. Like,
so honestly, it was like this peak of happiness when like we went and visited him after the surgery had gone well. And he's like off his ass on like some like laughing gas. So not only is my dad okay, and I know he's going to live.
But he's high.
And he's making these funny jokes and stuff. Dude, it was great vibes. Yeah. So that was probably like top 3. But you know, I'd have to really think about it. But
that's
like,
a great
just
answer.
Seeing him and I'm like, dude, he's gonna be okay, and he's like goofing off. Like, we're good. Yeah. First thought: what is the happiest moment that's ever happened in your life? You caught an A-frame 2 summers ago when we were learning how to surf.
I didn't know this podcast was gonna be so sports related. This is so funny. I was gonna say like winning state in CIF. It was so cool.
Yeah. Preface: Connor and I played our junior year of high school, literally got a ring for CIF.
California.
CIF is your region. So we won CIF, which is massive.
So hard to do.
So insane to do, yeah. We're Division 3 of like, was there 9?
I think there's like 9, yeah.
We won CIF, and then we went to state, and we won state.
Which is the entire state of California,
basically. We were the best in California.
It was
our junior year of high school.
Cool. That was the first thing my brain went to. The second thing, I would say... Fuck, man. I don't know if I even have an answer to this question. I asked it. You're so outpacing me right now. It's unbelievable.
Take your time.
I'm such a bitch, dude.
No, you're not.
Don't nod your head yes, Garrett. I'll fuck you up right now, dude. If we fought right now, I'd fuck you up, dude. I'd dominate you right now.
Dude, he'd ride you. He'd go, I just love the way you listen to me. He'd put his forehead against yours. I just love the way you listen to me. That's such a great bit, dude.
Fuck. I don't know if this is happiest, but I guess it's like a cool redemption moment. So my dad was like, he was always like the assistant coach of my teams growing up. So I started in rec, we went to signature, we went to club, and it was like my uncle was the coach, and my dad was always like the assistant coach / manager. 10, 11, 12, 13... I think up until I was 14, up until freshman year of high school. So like my entire childhood was like growing up with these same guys. So there was a game where the ref was awful. One of the worst refs I've ever seen in my entire life. The game was getting out of hand. It was getting really chippy. Guys were getting like yellow cards all over the place. Fuck these refs. Like, these guys suck. And there was a moment where they didn't call a foul where they should have. And my dad like lost his mind. Whoa, that was so close to puke. So my dad got super upset, which he never did. My dad never lost his cool, but this game he was like, no, like someone needs to like energize the team and like get on this ref. He like wouldn't let it go, and the ref kicked him out. After the game, he's like, I literally just did that to get you guys fired up.
No way.
And it totally worked. So we were down 2-1. My dad gets kicked out of the game. I scored a goal, and then in like the last like 10 minutes of the game or whatever, I'm fucking exhausted, but I clipped in a through ball with my left foot. Weak foot through ball. Craziest like movie scene. Like, you know when you do something and you're watching it out of your own body? Like, I don't even feel like I just did that. Like, I feel like I'm watching myself. Yeah, I mean, third person. Yeah. I like watched myself like put this ball in, and then the forward that got the ball scores. And we won the game 3-2. And I remember going to my dad after the game and being like, I did that for you. And he was like,
that's when he told
you. I did it to get you guys fired up. Like, it worked. Like, it was so sick.
No
And
freaking
I
way.
still, to this day, it's one of the best redemption stories of my life. So those are the first two things I thought about.
Yeah.
But there's definitely been happier moments. I don't know. What's the saddest moment in your life?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
The saddest moment of my life?
Yeah. Do you think it was brain fog?
That's kind of where my mind went.
I would say that's probably when you felt the saddest, that since I've known you.
Yeah.
For the 10 years that I've known you, I would say the hardest thing I've seen you go through is probably the brain fog stuff.
Yeah, probably. Real quick, if you want to smoke marijuana and you have before and it does you well, do it. But just be very cautious if you haven't ever done it, because it's very manufactured now and it's very laboratory twisted. So 3 beers are what's preaching to you right now. 3.2 beers, actually.
I would like to say that I am such a big advocate for marijuana.
Exactly.
I
Dude,
love
this guy's amazing.
marijuana.
This guy's the fucking man. I'm just saying, some people, it just doesn't
It
sit
affects
well
everybody
with their
differently.
brain.
Yeah,
You know,
it affects it.
so.
I think what we're trying to get is it affects everybody differently.
Yeah.
I've had a great experience with marijuana.
Yeah.
You were essentially allergic to it.
Genuinely, I'm psycho-allergic to marijuana, to THC. So it just kind of like, it fries some part of my brain, and I'm essentially high for 6 months.
Well, I remember you telling me they did like some scan on your brain, and they said there were pockets of oxygen missing from your brain or something.
So they put an IV in me. Also, needles. Terrible. Are
Yeah, you
good
have
with
a bad.
needles?
No, I don't care
You're
about
fine.
needles. I'm
Yeah,
fine with
you'll
them.
be
I mean,
good.
I don't want to like sit there and watch it go in, but
Yeah.
I'm not like you.
Yeah.
Because when you go get your blood taken, don't you put like headphones in?
Yeah,
You put
headphones
your hoodie
on. Sometimes I'll put gloves on. I'll wear like a long sleeve under the hoodie, and then I'll roll it up just
Gloves.
enough to. Yeah, dude, it's bad. No, so they fed me this like neon glow stick fluid. They put it in my body,
Hell?
and then for 30 minutes. They had me play like math games. Right after those math games for 30 minutes, they showed me in a CAT scan, took pictures of my brain. I got out, they printed the pictures out, and lo and behold, yeah, I had literal craters in my brain where I wasn't receiving blood.
Whoa.
And it was because of receptors being fried from THC.
Holy shit.
So, like I
Yeah.
said, this guy is a prime example of like, take the edge
I've had
off,
Such a good,
go home,
yeah, I've had such
smoke
good
a
experience
joint,
with it. Yeah.
have an edible.
Sure.
But like, if you're just getting involved, if you're 17, 18,
Yeah, be careful.
just
You
be
gotta be
careful.
careful.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Also, the stuff we were smoking as high schoolers.
Yeah. So that was in 2017.
Dude, the
third
pens-
party pens.
Yeah, when pens
The
first
Mario
started coming.
Karts.
Dude, who knows where
I
we
remember
got
like
those?
shivering. My lips were purple.
Dude.
I'm like, this isn't weed. This is not weed.
There's no
This is
way.
not what like Woodstock in the 70s, what they were smoking.
There was a stretch from like probably 2015 to like 2017.
The pen market skyrocketed.
The pen was the
Because it was so
primary way-
accessible.
so easy.
We would get faded in
Didn't
his room
smell-
or in my room.
Yeah, at his house.
Parents
Yeah.
wouldn't even know.
Yeah,
Like we
And it
would,
would be off
would
the
rip
pen.
a pen,
well, because the pen doesn't smell like. But
and if it did, it would smell like kiwi or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or like some weird like
But
tangerine.
we had no idea where we were getting these carts from.
yeah.
It just looks like wax. Dude, it could have been someone's fucking earwax for all we know. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it was just a yellow substance, and we were like, sure, it's weed.
Yeah, and we're like
We were
$40.
smoking-
You got it, man.
Yeah,
You want
sure.
50? You got it. I'm 16. This is the only way I can get faded. You got
Just
it,
getting
man.
fucking taken advantage of.
Yeah, dude, I remember it.
Just
There was a
smoke
place
earwax.
called Pot Hut.
Oh, I remember Pot Hut.
Pot Hut.
Yeah, I remember
we
Pot
would
Hut.
roll up, and it was like a friend had to give you the phone number of the guy you had to call.
Yeah,
to say like, "Yo, man, like I'm cool." Like
it was a whole thing,
there was a
dude.
bouncer in the front, and like, "All right,
Yeah.
you're good, come in the back."
God,
and then now it's like
dude, Lord knows what
so
we were smoking.
accessible now. Yeah. What's the saddest part of your life? It's a crazy question.
I know, dude. No, it's a really deep cut. Probably when my uncle took his life. I'm a huge advocate now for mental health.
Mhm.
I like that it's destigmatized now a little bit more. It's become a lot more commonplace to talk about mental health and mental illness and just how it affects everybody. The saddest moment of my life was my dad coming home and coming through the door from work. I remember it vividly, sitting on the couch, and my dad walked through the door, and it was just like, you can feel someone's energy.
I was gonna ask, could you tell? Like, on
Yeah,
his face?
dude, like
Yeah.
humans just have this really weird, like innate sense, and some people kind of carry things heavier than others or lighter than others, either end of the spectrum. But like you can feel how people are just based off of body language or whatever subconscious details we're picking up on and our brain is kind of registering, right? So I remember my dad opening the door, and like in my mind, it's as if it was like an animated movie where like a door swings open and like a cloud rolls through. I looked at him and I felt this like sadness, and he was crying. I don't see my dad cry. Nobody sees their dad cry often.
Right.
We're 22 and 23. Like most of our dads came up in this era where it's like, if you cry, you're a pussy,
Uh-huh.
My dad comes in sobbing, and he was like, I don't know how to tell you this, but like Uncle Kent took his life. I don't even know how to react. And my dad, honestly, dude, my dad's the man. My dad's the coolest guy ever. He goes, that's okay. Like, you're not supposed to know. Like, you're a kid. You're not supposed to know how to react. I didn't cry right away. I didn't even feel sad right away. It was the first time I'd ever been forced to feel real emotions. Real emotions outside of just like when you're a kid and your parents take your favorite toy away and you're like, I'm angry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I have no clue how to handle it. And it took me a while. It took me days to cry. Now I look back on it and I go, oh, because you were a kid. You've never processed those emotions before. I was like 16, 17. Like, I'm
Yeah.
a teenager. I've never had to deal with a death in the family, anything like
Yeah.
that. That's probably the deepest moment of my life. Like, that's probably the moment of my life that I look back and I go, like, that's probably the most raw, situation of my life and the saddest. Fortunately, I've had a cool life. I'm extremely lucky that I've had a cool life.
Yeah.
You know, like I've had a good support system around me. Do you know where I got that question, by the way? I got that question from a thing that's called 36 Questions to
fall in love.
You fucker.
I knew it. I knew it. This guy's a ladies' man if you didn't know.
No, I'm not, dude.
Yes, he is.
I'm a wingman. I'm a good wingman.
You are a great ringman. But you also... Look at him 4 fucking in! I have to say, Connor's a lover. He puts everybody before himself.
Do you really mean that?
I do.
Dude, that's so kind of you.
Yeah. And I think it gets you in trouble sometimes.
100%.
I think in a relationship sense,
my relationship history is chock full of me just ignoring red flags and being like, I can fix her.
Yeah.
And just like dedicating my life to fixing women.
I think everybody kind of struggles with that.
Yeah, some people do. My exes don't.
Well, think about it. It's a puzzle piece. They're literally like clicking into you.
Yeah.
You are feeding their need. You are giving them something that they want.
Yeah. What a crazy intro episode we're on right now.
I know.
This is just therapy.
Dude. We just have 2 more beers. I'm going to pee really quick. Do you have to pee?
Okay. No, I'm good. I'm good right now.
You're good?
I'm good right. You know what Chris just said? He goes, you guys are so clearly such great friends.
Really?
Yeah.
You can just tell?
Yeah. Did you know that every girl I've ever talked to in my entire life, I tell them that you come first?
Really? No way.
Well, I don't say it outright, but it's like so implied that I'm like, I say my best friend Aaron probably 45 times on the first like 2 dates. And every single time, literally by the second date, they know who you are.
That's so funny. I'm the same way. I talk a lot about you. Yeah.
I love you so much.
I love you too. I don't know if I've ever said like, I just want you to know, dude. Like, you know Connor, the guy I've been talking about? You'll never amount to who he is.
I've never said that like outright, but dude, I've had girls say like jokingly, do you even have room in your life for a girlfriend? Or like, because of you.
That's so funny.
That's cute as fuck, huh?
That is really cute.
We're so cute, dude.
Well, cheers to that. Okay, I'm a full beer ahead of you.
Yeah, what the fuck? I gotta ask you. I'm gonna ask you. You know why? Because I spent the first like 10 minutes.
That's true. I've been drinking while you're talking.
Yeah, I think that's why. It's not because I'm a huge bitch and don't know how to chug beers. Where did you find your inspiration? Why did you get into music?
I grew up in a very musical family. Everybody kind of like did their own thing. Like my brother was like a vocal. He got his degree in voice.
What the hell?
What's that called? Or classical vocal. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Classical vocals
classical
is a degree.
Voice is a degree apparently.
I mean, I'm not hating. That's just I didn't even know that was
wild?
A thing.
Yeah, degrees are getting crazy.
Degrees are getting crazy.
Yeah,
like a 50-year-old man.
The country's not where it used to be. College is getting crazy.
My dad taught us all how to play like just a bit of the piano when we were all very young, and so we've just been given the like accessory and like what's kind of needed as far as like instrumentation to like be musical ourselves. And so when I was like 12 or 13, I asked for a ukulele for my birthday. They gave me this book that had like songs that I could play in, but at the very back was how to play each chord. So C, G, E, A minor, F, G, you know. And I was like, okay, all these songs are stupid in this book. Let me look up tutorials on how to play songs that I want to play. We've talked about it, like Young the Giant, Walk the Moon, 1975. That's kind of like what I grew up listening to.
Yeah.
And so I looked up stuff like that on YouTube. And
I remember being in your room when we were 16 years old and you writing a song called Mac and Cheese.
Yeah.
In a little book.
I'll play a little clip of Mac and Cheese. I actually have a little bit of it. The fun thing about the ukulele is it's so easy to play because it's nylon strings. That, like for a non-musician,
the fuck does that
mean? Guitars have metal strings, but nylon strings are like essentially plastic. And it's really easy to push down on them. It doesn't hurt your fingers at all. And the play is easy. So you can like bend strings, you can push down easy. And so I'm literally like writing like solos at this point. Like I'm like mastering the ukulele, playing all my favorite songs. And I'm like, dude, I'm like too good at this. Like I want like a bigger neck.
Yeah.
I'm like mastering this thing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I think it's about time. Like, let me pick up the guitar. My brother taught me literally 4 chords. G, D, E minor, C. It's like the classic, like just the bass of like every song. Ed Sheeran got on a podcast or some kind of interview show and said you can play any pop song. It's true with G, D, E minor, C.
That's one thing that's always blown my mind about you. Is it's so fun listening to music with you, and you'll be like, yeah, it's just like bubblegum pop. It's like 4 on the floor. You'll like start throwing out these, and you'll break down why it's so easy to make a song like that.
Yeah,
as a casual listener of music, it's so funny because it's like that just goes right over my head.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to pick
Yeah.
up on that.
Dude, stay in that mind, because like that mindset, because like
Yeah.
music is
Sure.
ruined. You know, like
Yeah.
the same thing. If you love movies and then you get into video production,
Right.
you'll see every flaw.
Yeah, you'll start to pick out like bad movies. Yeah,
Exactly. So, my brother taught me those 4 chords, and then I was like, what if I put my fingers higher on this? And then I was like, wait. And I showed my brother, and he's like, dude, you're learning so fast. You just created like the F shape from the C shape. And I was like, really? And then I kind of just trusted my gut, and I was like, let me place my fingers where I feel like they sound good. It took me like an hour to make like one little chord that sounded good, but the fact that like I placed my fingers where I wanted them and like it did sound good to me kind of blew my mind. And that's another thing, is like whenever someone's like, dude, like I want to get better at guitar, like, dude, if you're not interested, if it doesn't blow your mind to like progress in something,
Yeah.
you're not going to want to do something. Whether that be basketball, like you probably fucking loved just like shooting by yourself.
Yeah.
Literally, you
Learning
went
a
to
new move or
above and
something?
beyond. You created an entire league.
Yeah.
It's the same shit, dude.
Yeah.
If you're not like, holy crap, that chord that I just played moved me. This just made me think of like my grandmother that I haven't seen for 6 years.
Yeah.
I was just so genuinely like interested. Every day I would pick up the guitar and be like, let me play some more stuff. I was learning new like tunings and stuff like that. And then that was around the time that like I started writing actual songs. Instead of playing covers, I was getting a little more involved in Logic. Logic is like the music production program that I use. I was just making trap beats essentially, and me and Kenny would just like rap on like a trap beat. I would make a trap beat because it's so easy, an 808, a bass, kick drum, just some kind of lead, and you're like, you got a song, like you got a rap song. And then I was like, I'm getting a little more familiar with Logic. Let me try to make a song that like I genuinely love to hear. Let me go to my roots. The Lumineers, Walk the Moon,
Yeah, so good.
Young the Giant.
So good.
And then that's when Mammal Talk was formed, where it was just kind of like some like easy peasy, like just put it into Logic and like let Logic do the work. Mammal Talk was the first song I wrote and then I released, and everyone was stoked on it, and I was like, damn, okay, I'll keep doing this. And then Who Am I? Released it. Everyone's stoked. I was like, okay, I'll keep doing this. Released an album. Everyone was like, dude, like you got something going. Yeah, you got something here. And I was like, all right, dude, I'm going to keep doing it. Sport goes a long way. If everybody's just like, you're shit, you're awful.
Yeah. It almost scares me more when people are like, no, I actually believe in you. And you're like, fuck. I could actually let them down.
You have a standard to meet.
Right. It's like, shit, I have so many people rooting for me. Like,
Yeah.
what if I let them down?
Yeah.
One thing that resonated with me with what you just said right there is when you were talking about learning the guitar.
Yeah.
And you said that you didn't look up like how to do it. You just said you tried to figure out what chord fits best for you.
Uh-huh.
That is the most Aaron Tebay thing I've ever heard. Literally, if I had to sum you up, one of the number one things I would say is that you are so by your own book in the best way. Like, it's a compliment. There's been so many times in my life where I've said like, this is how this works, or this is how it's done.
Yeah.
And you've kind of just been like, why? And I think that's where creativity comes from, is this idea of like being able to step outside of the norm or step outside of like the societal standard or whatever. And I've always respected that a ton,
Dude,
because I
appreciate it.
suck at shit like that. I'm very much like color inside the lines, follow the rules, or I was for a long time.
I think that's just how we cling, though.
Dude, it is
You know?
it is interesting
Yeah.
that like I think one of the reasons we're such good friends, I don't even fucking care about this podcast anymore. I'm talking directly to you.
That's what this podcast is about. We're learning.
I don't even care about the fucking camera anymore. This mic doesn't even need to be here. The thing I think that works the best about us is the things that we're good at, that we're well versed in, that we feel confident in, are almost like contradictory. There's so many times where like I'll be freaking out about something because I have a tendency to be really like full of anxiety, and I overthink everything, and I have a tendency to talk myself into like a worse situation. You know what I mean? Like I let things fester, and you've always been someone that's so quick to be like, that's just how it is, and I'm going to move on, and if it doesn't bring me happiness. And there's been this like learning process for me hanging out with you where I'm like, you have lowered my stress so much. I've picked up so many things from you. And I think the flip side of that coin is that you have been so carefree for most of your life. And there have been times where I've maybe like,
For sure.
I've maybe said like, well, hey, what about this? And it's kind of made you
You've
like,
made me more timely.
Sure,
You've you've helped me with finances. Like when I'm like, fuck it, man, let's buy some drinks. And you're like,
yeah,
dude, like
we can't afford that
it
right
might not be the best time of the month to buy a fucking drink right now. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
No, we help each
I think
other
we
in
have
the best way.
a really cool counterbalance. Yeah. The
This is what we look at.
two of the most important people to like We're just
that make this.
we're the slapdicks that grab the mic.
Yeah.
But the fucking important people, like the truly, really important people, are Garrett and Chris, who are behind the camera right now.
Yep.
I want to take a legit moment to say that. Dude, I'm fucking hammered right now. I love you guys. You guys are the best, and I hope you guys stick around forever. I don't even care if we fucking cut this part out. I could not give less of a shit. I love you guys genuinely, and I want you guys to be a part of this forever. I've never been this drunk on a Wednesday at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. Yeah.
This is crazy.
Wait.
What? What does that sound?
It's
Someone mowing the lawn?
What's his name? Wait 1 second. What's his name? Fuck, you guys. 1 second. It's actually gonna hurt me.
What? 6 beers? This is my 5th. I'm halfway through my 5th right now. Well, if that. Are you serious?
Benito. That's Benito mowing that lawn out there. He's a good guy. He's a family man. I'm going to ask you something. When did you see something beneficial to your comedy career? Your presidential?
Well, yeah, so I was going to say my president series on TikTok was the first thing that, like, I think my followers started going up, like, really consistently. I don't know if there's, like, a single moment in particular. For me, to be able to, like, trust myself to jump into something like this, it takes a
few
multitude of moments.
Few things, yeah.
For sure.
Is
there a single moment for you? Is there, like, a moment you remember?
Now that you said that, probably not.
Okay.
I was going to say after Who Am I? It was Mammal Talk, then Who Am I? And then I was like, okay, I released a song that wasn't, like, some, like, jumpy, fun summer song. And it was, like, a more, like, lethargic, like, melancholy, sad
deeper.
song.
Yeah.
Gloomy, and people loved it. And so I was like, at this point, like, I think I'm just like an okay songwriter.
I have to pee so bad now.
Go piss. Benito's out there.
Oh, fuck, I can't pee outside. I pick peeing outside literally every single time over peeing inside. Peeing into just like a bush or grass beats peeing into a toilet 10 times out of 10.
Because every time you flush the toilet, do you feel this like weird, like, why am I flushing 2 gallons down the drain? I could be drinking that.
Well...
That's fresh water. That's not salt water. You fucker.
It's definitely like shit infused. Also, my toilet has that thing where it's like
it
has
number
a
one,
one
number 2
drop sign and then a 2 drop sign, and I think it uses less water to flush the pee, so I feel a little bit less guilty.
You want to go pee? Let's go.
Yes, Garrett. You going to Yard House after this?
I don't think I can. I may be able to meet up with you after.
God!
I know.
Damn it! Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Thanks, Papas. I got a question for you.
I'm looking at a mountain. I got to climb.
We're on the same boat. Look. Look.
I'm looking at a mountain. I got to climb right now.
Who knew a 6-pack would be so hard to put down?
All right, I'm going to take a nap on this next thing you say, okay? Say the thing you were going to say. I'm going to fall asleep real quick.
Okay.
I'm listening, though. Welcome back to 5 Beers In.
This is a podcast where we get deep. Okay. We answer questions. We ask people questions, and they answer them the way they should. Before TikTok was ever even a thing, you would post stuff on your Instagram story.
Yeah, I would Snapchat and Instagram
funny.
stories. Yeah,
And
Snapchat.
everybody would be like, dude, I'm dying. Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
genuinely, we'd be like, it would make our days brighter. Like,
Sure.
we're just like, dude, this is funny as fuck.
All I want is to give people some outlet to be happy, right?
Yeah.
Whereas like with music, I think that you give people this sense of being heard. It's as relatable or more relatable than comedy, right? Yeah, I hear the lyrics that he's saying and I feel all those things, and I've been through these situations, you know? One thing I love about you so much is that you are such a loving person. You care so much about people, and you value interaction and relationship. And I think the same way. Like I so value interaction and relationship.
Do you.
Yeah.
So do you.
I think that's
I feel like you so value like someone's like
100%.
if we've ever had someone that's like, I can't hang out
Yeah,
tonight,
yeah,
like
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have the money. You're like, I'll fucking front the money.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll buy you a beer.
Yeah,
Come out.
yeah, sure.
Like
Yeah.
let's hang out.
What is cool about us is that the end goal of this entire thing of 5 Beers In, of Prince of Eden, of Willie Goat, what we so desire deep down is just for people to feel welcomed, to feel good, to feel heard, to relate to what we're talking about.
relate, that's big,
And
yeah.
that being said, we're 6 beers in. We both killed a 6-pack. I'm so pumped to bring guests onto this podcast and hear what they have to say about all this stuff.
For sure.
I would just like to say, at the end of the day, we have good intentions. We just want people to come together. We're going to bring on some guests in the future that we know feel the same way. I love you so much.
I love you more.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I love Chris. I love Garrett. I love all the people involved in this.
We just want to say from the bottom of our hearts, we love you.
We do love you. Thank you so much for watching.
You are
this.
heard. You are seen.
Facts.
Whatever you're relating to, I hope we can be relatable.
Yes.
And I hope you can be related to.
Yes.
And that you're not alone in anything you're struggling with.
Fuck yeah. Thank you guys. We love you.
May God bless you in all your endeavors.
Sure. That too.
Yep.
Take care. Fuck yeah. Little Red Bull. Dude, we're so cute, man. That was so heartfelt and so good. I really meant everything I said too. I did too, dude.
Whenever you need us most, we'll always be here 5 beers in. We love you.
We do love you. That's true.
All God's people said,
I have no idea.
Amen.
Amen.